Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, 23 Flavors of Stitching. My name is Kirsten and today is going to be Flosstube number 31. Hello, we are back in my office craft room area. It is finally clean from the holidays slash just me being me. And so there's Max. So we're back in here. That's about all I have to say about that. Today is January 25th. I feel like January is going by so slow. And that's okay, because even though I feel like it's going by super slow, at the same time, I already can't believe that it is the end of the month. It's been a really weird start to the year, but that's okay. We're getting through it. Reminds me, thank you to everyone who has subscribed recently, who has watched my videos. It's been really cool to interact with you all, either whether you've commented or you messaged me on Instagram. So thank you for subscribing and watching and commenting or messaging. Let's see, we have one new start, 4 works in progress, technically a couple finishes, not cross-stitch related. Oh, kinda. Not really cross-stitch related. And some plans. We have some haul, just a little bit. That is actually not haul. It's right there. There's just a little bit of it. And that is about it. Let's just get right on into it. So first up is one of my starts from, need to find it, from my 25 starts. It is called In Fine Feather, and it is from February 2018 Cross Stitcher magazine, and it is by Emma Congdon, and that's what it looks like in here. I am not finishing it into a pouch, nor am I stitching it like that. I think I've explained it before. I honestly don't know if I have, though. Feathers have recently, not super recently, since 2014, have meant quite a bit to me. I mentioned it in one of my Stitch With Me's. I had a cousin pass away in 2014, and I'm trying to figure out how to say this. He was struggling, and my family created a suicide awareness / prevention campaign, and we made a logo based off of my cousin's life, and a feather was in the logo, and ever since 2014, whenever I have seen a feather near me, like whether one like blew across my feet or something like that, I've just always felt my cousin with me. So, feathers mean a lot. And so I decided to start this, except in colors that remind me of that weekend. Sounds weird. That week, just in a whole, I don't want to get into it. This has been a really long explanation to why I started this project. A lot of people don't understand some choices that I made that weekend. It was the state volleyball tournament my senior year, and my cousin passed away Sunday. My uncle, his dad, pulled me aside on Wednesday when he knew that I had a big decision to make, because I had the state tournament Thursday as well as Saturday if we made it to the semifinals, and my cousin's funeral was going to be on Saturday. And he asked me, his name was Hunter, he asked me if the roles were reversed and I had been the one to just pass away, what would I want Hunter to do if he had a big lacrosse tournament? And I told him that I would want Hunter to play in the tournament. And I'm gonna get emotional. And he told me that Hunter felt the same way, and that Hunter wanted me to play that weekend. So my loving coaches and my loving team kind of rallied around me, and we wore yellow ribbons on our shoes for the entirety of the state tournament. And I had one on my sports bra, like close to my heart. Hindsight, not a great idea, because I totally could have like gotten something. Anyway, gotten poked. But it was a good weekend. The weekend afterwards, we ended up winning. I feel like I need to slide that in there. We ended up winning, which was really awesome. My whole family was there. We, except for, so during the semifinals was when the funeral was. My whole family showed up to the finals. And that was really cool to see my whole family walk in. I have a big family. Both of my parents have 8 siblings. So it was really cool to see my dad's side of the family show up and have a few rows at the tournament taken up by just my family. Anyway, before I start crying again, I am stitching this on 14 count Midas from Picture This Plus, and I'm using a Forbidden Fiber Co. floss. I can't remember which one it is. It is Snowdrift, so it has a little bit of like a bluish hue to it. But here is where we are at. So this is one of like the end, I guess, the middle of one of the feathers down here. And then I also started just on the big block of color. But I think it's gonna look really good. And I now live really close to where my cousin is resting, and so I like to go visit. He's 9 months younger than me. We spent a lot of time together. And I have a journal that has feathers on it that I take to write impressions down, write things down when I visit. And I kind of want to put this in it. So, there's that. I was not expecting to get emotional. So, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Up next are my works in progress. First up is a Hello from Ms. Mathews pattern. This one I started for my anniversary in 2021. And it is Loved by You by Hello from Ms. Mathews. I am doing it with the left alignment, just like you see here. I am stitching it on 16 count Oatmeal Fiddler's cloth with Classic Colorworks Black Coffee. And it is still in the hoop because I've worked on it recently. Basically, I stitched B, it is, and I've started the word sweet. And here's my Dr. Pepper needle minder. If you've been following me for a while, that's you know that that's where my channel name came from. It's my favorite drink. So, this is gonna look really good. I'm really excited about it. And I'm excited to get it finished. Okay. Up next is Lovers. I can never remember who it's by when I'm trying to think about it. I also don't have a cover photo for this one, but that's okay because this one is almost done. I just have a little bit, I'll show you, a little bit of the quilt left to do and some back stitching, and then this one will be all done. I am stitching it on 18 count Vintage Country Mocha with the called for DMC. And I got this off of Etsy. It'll be linked down below. But I love this. It's looking so good. Can't wait to hang it. I kind of want to put this next to Loved by You with some pictures of us as well, me and my husband. Okay. Up next is this is what I was planning on working on for 24 hours of cross stitch. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that my 24 hours was altered. My husband was, he tested positive for COVID on the 16th, which was the day that he was supposed to get home from a trip. So instead of coming home, he went to my in-laws' house because he was able to isolate without walking through the main part of the house. Anyway, long story short, my husband just got home. But because he was gone, I was taking care of the dogs myself. Usually during 24 hours of cross stitch, he will take them out so that I'm not having to pause a whole lot. So he'll usually take them out to go to the bathroom or anything like that. This weekend was not the case, because it was just me. So instead, I had a goal to finish 3 letters in the word Canada on my Canada sampler, which also did not happen, but I got about 2 done. So I think it was a success. I still got a lot of stitching done. This is one of my WhipGo pieces for the month. My goal by the end of the year is to finish the word Canada, which is mostly why I wanted to get 3 letters done, but it's okay. That red is a lot. Like, it doesn't look like a lot, but the word Canada is a lot of stitching. I am stitching this on 16 count white Aida with the called for DMC. And that's how it's looking. I am really happy with it so far. I think it's looking great. And I'm excited to get some more work on it. My WhipGo goals are for the year. I kind of, since this is my first WhipGo and I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, I didn't want to limit myself. Which ended up being good because I did not want to work on either of my WhipGo projects. And I was gone for the first week of the month, and then the second week of the month, I was busy trying to be home from vacation, so they did not get any work until this weekend, and my other WhipGo project still has not gotten any progress, but that's okay. The Canada sampler's looking great. I'm fine with it. Okay, up next is my last work in progress. This one I only worked on yesterday, so I didn't get a ton of stitching done, but this is Happy Skies by Stitchrovia. I got this off of Etsy. You have heard me talk about it before. I am stitching all 3 of these, so I finished You Are My Sunshine. I am working on this one, and then on Valentine's Day I'm starting the last one for a potential future nursery. This was a song that my dad sang to me when I was little, and so I want these hanging in a nursery. Alrighty. I am stitching it on 16 count Dapple by Picture This Plus, and with the called for DMC, and here's where we are at. So last night I finished the word R. I was working more on these swirls, and then I started the Y. I did all of this on the Y last night. And I love it. I think it looks so cute. I'm very happy with it. I'm excited to start the last one as well. That's mostly why I'm trying to get work done on this. Is that I don't want to feel guilty starting the next one, because my rule was that I could only have one of them going at a time, which was also my rule for places that I've been, but that hasn't really worked out. Anyway, I just want to have more of this done because these are a lot of stitching as well. Okay, up next are my finishes. None of these are the same size. I'm absolutely, well, I don't want to say terrible because obviously I've made things. These being the things that I've made. I am very much a novice when it comes to using my sewing machine. So none of these are the same size. That is also partly because I was like, oh, that's perfect. I can just use some of my fabric quarters that I've purchased. Fabric quarters don't give you enough fabric to have a 12 by 10 piece, like a 12 by 10 bag. Sorry, let me backtrack. I had a bunch of fabric sitting around that I thought I was going to use for finishing that I've never actually ended up using. So I was like, hey, what can I do with this? Let's turn them into project bags. I want to learn how to make one anyway. I need to get more comfortable on my sewing machine, and these pieces of fabric need to get used. So I was like, hey, let's use them. Have been using Liz from Elizabeth Ann Stitch. I've been using her tutorial on her channel. She has a great tutorial. The fact that these bags have not turned out how I have wanted is not her fault at all. She's amazing. I'm just very much a novice. And anyway, let's show you my bags. This was the first one I ever made. My husband had to help me figure out how to cut the fabric so that I would have the cuts be big enough. This one is a little bit shorter. I had never sewn a zipper before, so there were some issues with how big my bag was ending up after I was sewing the zipper. So this zipper is absolutely terrible. It's okay because it still zips. And there's the inside. And then I have the alternating fabric. I love it. It still fits, like I was putting Loved by You, like, because this was the project that I had downstairs while I was sewing. And so I was kind of like seeing if it would work with this fabric, or with this pattern, especially because this is one of the paper patterns that I have. So it fits a paper pattern. It fits my fabric with a hoop. And obviously this only has one floss color, but everything fits in there. So it works great. Okay. Up next is the next bag that I made. It's this one. This is very much smaller. Because of how the manufacturers cut the fabric, sometimes you have to cut a little bit more off to make it a straight edge. Also, sometimes you have a novice sewer who doesn't know how to sew a zipper, so you have to cut some off. Anyway, I love this one. I think it's cute. My husband also picked this one as one for me too. So there's the zipper, there's the lining. So it zips perfectly. The only issue is that I did not sew it close enough to the zipper, but it's okay. This also fits Loved by You. I feel like I have to like prove myself so that no one judges, which probably no one is going to judge, but it's fine. Okay. So this one is just a little bit smaller each direction, but the 8x11 fits. Fabric with a hoop fits, and my bag with my floss all fits. So I'm lucky that I use hoops and not Q-snaps, because if I used Q-snaps, none of these would be big enough. But that's okay. We're learning. They progressively get better. Okay, up next was the next bag that I made. I was on a roll because I have this thing. Well, one, I'm a kinesthetic learner, which means I learn by doing and then fixing. I was the same way with volleyball. You had to put me in a drill, have me try the drill, fix me as I go, and then I learned. So I just got on a roll with making bags because I was like, no, this has to be perfect. I have to learn how to make these. So this bag, like I mentioned, I was using fabric quarters, not realizing that because of the way that I have to cut the fabric, this handwriting, if I would have put it down here, wouldn't have been up and down. It would have been like this way, if that makes sense. So I'll show you on the inside. So I put the checked fabric on the outside instead with this piece of fabric on the outside because this is the only piece that was facing the correct way. So here's the zipper, and then you can see what I mean on the inside, which honestly wouldn't have looked that bad, but it's okay. I like how it turned out. This is a nice neutral bag, so anything can go in it, all of my stuff. Fits. Okay. The only one that I have not tried is the next bag, and it's the second to last one, and so I'm sorry if this is taking forever, but I'm really proud of the fact that I made these, so it's fine. Okay, up next is this super small heart bag, which I want to put one of my new starts that is coming next week in it, and it's a really small project, so it will have no problem fitting. This, I had the same realization. The hearts would not be facing the correct way, so I opted to have the hearts down here and put the tie-dye on the outside and then do a red zipper, which I thought was really cute. Again, I did not sew the zipper anywhere near where I needed to sew it, so I had to trim a lot off of the bottom, but there it is. Let's see if it fits, because this is the only one I haven't tried. Oh, this might be one where I can't have a paper pattern. Dang it. That's okay, but you know what does fit? My fabric and a hoop. Okay, last up is the bag that I finally put a zipper foot on my sewing machine for. So it is perfect lengthwise. I was dumb with the zipper though, and I kept cutting the fabric widthwise. So it turned out a little shorter than I wanted, but it's okay. I liked the teal zipper because of the teal that's in this floral pattern, so I did the teal zipper. And then the lining, the inside, super cute. And we should actually check to see if paper will fit in here like this way. Oh, that's gonna be close. It fits! Woo! Okay, so we're good. Anyway, this is gonna be a long video because I was really excited about my project bags, but that's okay. Anyway, I have another one downstairs that I am getting ready to sew. I have a bunch ready. I'm really enjoying making these. So Liz, thank you so much for the tutorial. One day I will do it justice, but I'm in love with my bags. I'm really excited to use them. All right, that is all for the stitching. Hi, editing me, just interjecting. I forgot to talk about my plans after my spiel about my project bags. So for the first little bit of February, during the time that the Olympics are going on, the Naptime Stitcher, and I forget her name right now, so I'm really sorry, but I'll have her in the description box. She is hosting a Stitch the Winter Olympics. It starts on the 4th, it goes through the 20th. On her Instagram, she has this that has all of the prompts and everything that you're supposed to do on that day. For the first 5 days, I will be in Virginia or traveling home from Virginia, so I am trying to condense as many prompts as possible to one project. That way I don't have to pack a whole bunch. But the hashtag for everyone to follow along is hashtag Stitch the Winter Olympics, and that will also be in the description box below. So if you want, I think you should totally join in. Go check out her Instagram to see the prompts. That way you can kind of have a better idea of what she is trying to do with the whole thing. But that's basically my plan, besides WhipGo and trying to make some progress on some things that I want finished. So I'll kind of get into it. So for the opening ceremony, on the 4th, it says new start or something that you've already started in 2022. So if you are doing no new starts for 90 days, or if you're doing no new starts for this year, then, but say you did, like, you gave yourself your new year new start, then you can do that, or you can just, I mean, you can pick whatever you want for it. That was just an idea. I have one of my 25 starts scheduled for that day. It was actually scheduled for the 6th, but I figured, hey, what's a couple days earlier for that start? And then on the 14th, I was planning on starting the 3rd, like I talked about earlier, that says you'll never know, dear, how much I love you. And the 14th is freestyle skiing, stitch on a piece of your choice. So I'm going to do that on the 14th. And basically, I just wanted to tell you about it in case you hadn't heard about it yet, or if you don't follow the Naptime Stitcher on Instagram. So yeah, that's it. Back to the rest of the video. So if you are leaving here because you don't want to see haul, that's totally fine. I will see you next time. If you are staying, welcome. Let's jump into haul. So first up is a package from Everto. I've been really wanting a couple of these, and I had some extra cash, so I went ahead and bought some. So first up, I left the packing order in here so that I could tell you exactly what it is. Okay, so first up is the Everto Holiday Set 2021 with Leo and Roxy Yarn Co. Floss and Jeanette Douglas Designs exclusive ornament booklet. Medium flat bag without extra floss. So I got the 1 pack of floss from Leo and Roxy. Sorry, I did not take these out. And there's a needle minder that came with it. And then there's this Christmas cheer ornament designs. Super cute. There's this Notions pouch, which is so cute. And then this is the bigger bag, which I think is super cute. And then next up is the Everto Bag of the Month for January 2022. So this month, medium flat crosses bag with Notions pouch with floss add-on. So I am not part of the bag of the month, but they had an extra, so I bought it. So there's this. Super cute. Just a bunch of crosses on it. And the inside is like shooting star fabric. Super cute. Little Notions pouch with the gray fabric. And it's just gray on the inside. And then here is the floss. I'm really sorry for the glare. There we go. Super cute. Okay. Okay. Up next is my December Forbidden Fiber co-order. This took a while to get to me, and then it told me that it was delivered to the middle of a lake. But it was in my mailbox. Or no, that was a different package. It was the same day of... I got a tracking notification that was like, it's delivered, and then I have an app that shows me, like, where it's been. And it said it was in the middle of a lake. I was like, cool! Don't know how I'm gonna get it if it's in the middle of a lake, but... So here is the all of the floss. I'm sorry if you can hear the trash cans outside. It was trash day. People are just putting their trash cans back in. I think it's really cute. All of them are really pretty. I've been trying to do more Forbidden Fiber Co. Substitutions, conversions for some patterns just so that I can use some of their floss, and I really like their floss. I'm using one of them, as I mentioned before, and I really like their floss a lot. Okay. Up next is sewing things. Oh wait, really quick. Shelby from Stitches by Shelby made me have to buy this book. Definitely overpaid for it, but it was her, I believe it was her New Year, New Start. And this is A Cross Stitch Christmas Handmade Memories. And I bought this because of Shelby's New Year, New Start. And which is what is it called? Woodland Christmas. It is a sampler, and this is the pattern. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and Shelby made me buy the book so that I can stitch it. So thank you, Shelby. And last is a bunch of sewing supplies. So first up, I have zippers. These are all the zippers that are not currently being used in a project. Then I bought some thread for my machine, some bigger spools, and last is just some interfacing, which I ended up buying a lot of, and I didn't even realize it. I'm gonna be set on interfacing for a while, which actually works out because I have some t-shirts that I need to make into a t-shirt quilt, so it'll work. Anyway, wow, this was a longer video for me for a Flosstube update. It's because of those project bags. Anyway, if you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, comment down below, let me know that you made it all the way to the end of the video. I hope you remember that someone always needs you, and I will see you next time.